Good morning, guys. So this is my second YouTube video and I'm giving some big updates. So the big news is that I have finally, after years of thinking about it, I have decided to do my first market. And this is a big step. I need enough products and also just to put myself out there into the community. And this time we're going to be focusing on the Latin community here in Australia. Now, I am Peruvian background. My parents are Peruvian. I was born here. But yeah, so this would be really exciting for me to start connecting with the community, to show my bespoke work, to show these opportunities for any of the South Americans here in Australia, especially if they want to make engagement rings, just so they know that I have my products here and that I can really use something inspired for them. So, next part. So I'm in the next process of actually laying out my design. I have booked a double stall, so we got about like 3.6 meters. It's a good size to work with. I kind of want an area that I can use some consulting if some clients want to just sit down and talk about future projects or so forth. So I like that. And I was just thinking, where can I do this space? And I was like, well, my own house, I have a 3-meter table. I can just lay it out there. It's a good baseline of what I have. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah. Hard to take this autofocus. Okay, you can kind of see it there. It's a decent table. Okay, so you can see that I have a lot of length here. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same kind of dimensions of what I'm working with. So join me as I set this up and just do some really basic layouts. I'm going to do some purchasing today, but I just really need to lay out a game plan so I don't waste so much money in just getting overwhelmed of all the signage I need. So this is a good start today, and I'll be recording this. So ever since getting this kind of wooden table, we've made this custom for our table just to protect it from any knocks. Really good. But yeah, I'm going to be putting some heavy stuff on the table, so I am going to lay this out. And I need, okay, so I have this orange tablecloth, and everyone who knows me, I love the color orange, so that's what I have as my business color and the overall theme of my company. So I just love the warmth, the orange color, sun, it all makes sense. So I'm just gonna lay this out. I think I'm just going to move this out of the way just so I can visualize how this is all going to look from the outside perspective. Now, the other big intrusive thought is that I'm going to put all this effort into the market and it's going to be very unsuccessful, but what can I do with my business or my profits? I use it back into my company. And this is one of those investments that I'm going to make in myself because I believe in myself and my company, and I pulled this off for such a long time, but it's going to be worthwhile. I hope. Pray for me. Thank you. Cute. Very cute. Okay.
Which side would you put it? I'm gonna say the left. And this can flip around. Ugh.
There is my display items. Just some of them. Well, actually, most of them, technically. But yeah, it looks nice, but obviously I can spread this out and show more. I probably have to make more products as well, so that will make a nice difference. But yeah. this gorgeous handmade orange moonstone. So beautiful. Actually, I don't think I have this on my website yet, so yeah, I will. Also, this one I do not have on my website yet. I need to make more time and effort into posting this one. She's beautiful though, isn't she? Okay guys, so this has been so good doing this, no regrets, but I can actually see what I really need, and this is all my gold jewelry, so it's nice and protected here. I do need some more stock, so I'm gonna make some more soon. Yes, I need a gold soul necklace, which will be great. So I need to start making some inventory and like figure out what I actually need. There is quite a bit of missing sections here. I completely can see that. I need to focus on my soul collection here and my Rumi collection. Now the thing with Rumi is I will be discontinuing her, I believe, but I will have her out there. And yeah, I think I'm going to split them off into sections, and when it comes to rings, I'm going to keep different sizing options available there so people can see if it fits them or not. And I have quite a bit of silver, so I'm going to make some pieces here that can be a bit more affordable, that can also be made in gold later on. Good morning guys, so this is my second day at working at this, and yesterday was crazy. It was so good to figure out what I need, and yeah, it's kind of all falling into place a little bit. So I've got inventory that I need. I know that I want to start the process, and because I have roughly a month, there is not much time, so there's a lot of stuff I have to make and do. There's that fear of like whether I'm going to overproduce or under, but it's most likely over. So it's hard to find out like what kind of demographics you're going to get in the market, whether people have this in their budget or not. So this is quite a plunge for me, but I'd rather have this stock because I can still sell it online. Besides that, this will be good to put the word out of my stuff. So I'll show you some of the inventory I have been working on. So first of all, what I want is just a couple different sizes in rings. So I have like one style and then different like common sizes that people have. So I'm doing that with my Swifty rings that I have at the moment. I wrote down the sizes I need in those ones, so I need to clean up the castings of those ones. That's just a basic one behind the scenes. The other one is I'm going to be working on my Rumi ring. Sorry, not Rumi ring, Rumi pendant. So I'm decided to go with the red garnet here, and it's a horizontal version of the Rumi. So I'm going to be working on that, and I've ordered some sterling silver chains. Man, they have gone up in price. Everyone knows the price of gold, silver keeps going up high, so it is brutal out there, guys. But at the end of the day, you know, people are investing in gold. Why can't they invest in gold jewelry? Because at least you can wear it and you can sell it and melt it down in the future. So I still think jewelry is a great investment, and that's the way I'm going to be promoting it. So this is a soul ring. These are the castings, and I have to make these in a couple different sizes. So I'll see how I go with that. That's on the to-do list. Now, the other thing, I have these beautiful opal pendants. So I'm just making the information pretty much I have to do to print this out in CAD, and the reason why I'm making these in CAD is because the price of gold has gone crazy high, and if I was to make this by hand, there's a lot of excess gold that you have to cut off, and it's just not as productive in regards to price. So I'm trying to keep the price down, and that's a great way to do it. So I'm making the measurements for these. These are willow opals, and I will have these at the markets. You can see them. They're gorgeous. So I'm excited to show that, and also put these online because I'm not sure if they will exactly sell, because they will be in a slightly more higher price range. Now I'm taking some nice kind of opals here. Let me see if I can zoom in with this. Ooh. Okay, so these are just some great extra gemstones that I have that I might just display there in the market for people that like to have some bespoke pieces. This is our gorgeous half moon aquamarine. Some watermelon tourmaline, gorgeous. There's a sapphire there, morganite, and now these ones, I think I'm gonna make some cute stuff with these in sterling silver, just so I can have there, and I'll see how I go with time. I really wanted to make a design, I call it the coffin, and I know that's a bit gruesome, but I just love the combination. So it's with this combo here. So it is a citrine and the amethyst and citrine, and I kind of make it into coffin shape. I don't know what's with us South Americans and deaf, but it gives me that kind of coffin shape. I really like it. I really want to make it, but the funds are not there yet because it's quite the larger piece, and also I'm not sure if I have the client for it yet either. So I have all these sterling silver pieces that I'll probably need to clean. Let me see if I can zoom out. So this is the basic setup. And yesterday I was able to find this because I bought this on Marketplace, but I found it the exact same design as in the second one. So I decided to purchase that because my husband's like, even though sterling silver, you can have it out, the price is so high now. So I think it's worth protecting. Plus they're handmade. All these products have different levels of handmade. There's casting, there's actual handmade kind of stuff, so it just depends on the product. So yeah, I have these all here on display. I'm going to be making more pendants, as you know, so this is going to fill up, and this is kind of the vibe I'm thinking of, is depending on the collection. I don't think I'll get to do roomy as much, maybe more necklaces, but for example the soul collection, I plan on having the collection there, and then I will have 4 of the main sizes of that ring, so if people want to try them out, they can there. And yeah, so I'm working on those sizing. There's other products I can put under there, and yeah, I actually need to get bags. So yeah, I think I might wrap this up today because it's kind of hard switching between the different frames of these videos. I need to do widescreen for YouTube. So I've kind of done that for today to show you guys the more length and the prepping behind the work that we have going on here. I might do another one later, but for the next part, I'm mainly going to focus on TikTok and Instagram. So if you're not following me there, I highly recommend. It's a lot easier for me to point and shoot and show the behind the scenes of me working on these pieces. But thank you for following my videos. Let me know what you would like to see, any questions, maybe a blog on the market day. Yeah, subscribe. Thank you. Hey guys, so this is editing Helen, and I have some updates in regards to the market now. I have jumped the gun and kind of started planning for this, but I made the application. I just stupidly assumed I would get approved, but unfortunately I did not make the cut. And it's not really to do with the cut, but the part, like as far as she explained, they actually have a lot of jewelry based businesses already at these markets, and so they wanted to focus more on other departments. So I told her like I'd take less space and that kind of thing, and how mine's just a little bit more different because it's more fine jewelry, whereas a lot of sometimes Max should get gold plated kind of stuff. But so we're having a chat about that, but she has assured me that in June for their markets then I'll be able to make it in for that cut. So I am kind of happy about it. I was a little bit disappointed, but there is a lot more other type of markets, and now that I've got this under the way, my husband's already like planning the next markets or showing me places that I can do this. But yeah, I'm happy to take that time because it was a bit rushed, and so now I have less stress and I can work on my pieces along with other bespoke pieces that I work on the side. But yeah, so that's another update I thought I'd attach to this video as I'm editing it. But yeah, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. Check out my website and all my pieces, but I am also working on some opal pendants like I showed you. So I'll be showing that behind the scenes on Instagram. So yeah, thanks for joining me today.